Hey everybody, just going to do a quick video on my opinion on the excavation business and how it's worked out for me so far. About 6 years ago I bought a small little Kubota backhoe. Had an older trailer and I would tool it around and do some customers small stuff, really small stuff. At the same time I was a landlord for about 20 years. I got out of that business, sold all the properties, took the money that I had from that, invested it into a couple pieces of equipment, truck, trailer, and eventually the dump truck that I just got this year. So to start, I went ahead and got the Silverado 2500 used. Had about 148,000 miles on it. Needed a little bit of work. I put the dump bed into it. That was another $4 or $5 grand. Then went out and got a decent trailer, and I think that was about $8 grand. The excavator was the first piece of equipment that I bought, and that one ran about $26,000. if I remember correctly. After that, we went around and shopped around for skid steer because a lot of these jobs aren't just trenching and that type of work. You need to be able to move material around, and obviously the excavator is not good for that. So shopped around, found a great deal on a 2006 Caterpillar. Need a little bit of work. We went ahead and went through the whole thing, painted it, cleaned it, got the steel tracks that go over the rubber wheels, which turned out fantastic. Brought it up to one of the mechanics that I know. He went through the whole thing and took really good care of it. From then, we've been going ahead and doing a bunch of different jobs popping up, and I really haven't advertised all too much, just through word of mouth. Locally, I don't go far, but it's turned out really well. So I would say roughly, if you're gonna get into this, and keep in mind, all this is used equipment. I could never afford a brand new skid steer that would probably run $150,000. If you buy that right now, it's probably over 100 grand, if I had to guess. Same thing with the skid steer. Those things are super expensive, brand new. So if you're gonna get into this, unless you have a ton of money to get into it with, you're gonna have to buy used stuff, and you're probably gonna have to learn how to turn a wrench and do some of the things by yourself to get those things up and running where they need to be. If you can do that and get out here and get into the business, it's lucrative, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a lot of people looking for work. For whatever reason, as many people as I know that are in this business, nobody ever runs out of work. So if it's something you're interested in, I do recommend it. It is very fulfilling and I enjoy it a lot. So with that being said, I'm gonna video me doing a bunch of maintenance to this right now. The one aspect about this that's the downside is how expensive these machines are to maintain, and God forbid they break, because you better be very handy with yourself to be able to do hydraulic lines, hydraulic pumps, anything that could go wrong with these things. If you have to bring them to a dealer, forget it. It's super, super expensive. The Caterpillars I love. I had a Kubota before this, like I said. The backhoe I got, which is great. I've only really experienced Caterpillars so far. They've been fantastic. A lot of people say they're really probably the best that are out there. So with that being said, that's my take on the excavation business. I think it's well worth it if you want to take the risk and get into it. And that's it. See you in the next one.